I don't have time because my pants that I wear, my real, when going to my real meeting, I want to leave creases in them. And the other one I want to leave here, and the other one I want to leave here, so you will think I don't know what I'm doing in my room. But that's my retreat center. That's what I'm saying. I want people to come in every day and clean the floor and vacuum my little rugs that I like to walk on. And then to stack my papers where you find them. And so you'll go in there and you'll find my papers stacked. I like for them to do that once in a while, but I can't stack it myself every once in a while. So I want to stack. But what I want them to do is come in and mop it and spray some of that stuff in it, and spray a little and make it smell good, and keep my floor. I like a nice floor, to look at. I like my hardwood, and I like my carpet to walk on. And I want my carpet enough to get me to the bathroom and back without getting on the floor. All that kind of stuff. I like that. Okay, let's go. So leadership development. Leadership development. Leadership development. And what I'm illustrating, that you need that space where you can pray. You need this space where you can be alone. And to me, it's in the house. And then I'm talking about our retreat center is the bigger space that you want to be alone with some people where you can think together. You can think collectively. Okay, that's leadership development. That's leadership. Discipleship is leadership development. You're discipling people to be leaders. You're expecting them to be leaders. You understand? And leaders within the context of the church, but also leaders wherever you go and find themselves. I didn't realize this, and probably until I was 60 years old, that I haven't had that many jobs, but I've been involved in a lot of development. And I have never been involved in something that I didn't become the leader with my group. When I played baseball, it's sort of natural I'm going to be the captain. And I sort of naturally, I become the organizer of the team. It's sort of natural. You know what that means? Taking responsibility, not being a victim, not waiting on somebody else to do what needs to be done, but giving leadership to the people in the community so they can do it. A leader is a person who gets other people to do exactly what the leader wants done, and they do it because they want to. A leader is a person who can turn, these are quotes I'm saying. I like Bill Hybels one. A leader is a person who can turn vision into passion. And then love the lead enough that the lead is going to do what it is that needs to be done. And a good leader, what is my accomplishment as a good leader? How do I know that I'm a good leader? I have to look at the qualitative growth of the lead. Is it people I'm leading growing? If the people I'm leading are not growing, and if they are too clumsy or whatever, that they can't do no growth in them, I need to move on. I need to trade them off the team, get them another job. They can't win on this team. They hinders leadership on this team because they won't take good orders. They won't take total responsibility for the task. Now somebody said, oh yeah, I'm not giving up on those people as a human being. I'm giving up on being on this team here because I want this team to function. I want this team to do what I want done, and they're doing it because they want to. You get that idea? Y'all follow me? You follow me? This book I'm working on now is really going to be a picture of that. It'll be out in September on leadership. Okay. So, leadership development. You got that here? Raising up leaders. That's the purpose of me in there. If you go into the community to start a church, you're going in there to start indigenous leaders. That's what the church is about. Okay, let's move on. That's number 4. Number 5 is the church base. You see the church there as your base of operation within the community. That's why it's insane then to want to be a part of a ministry and don't want to worship with the people. I was talking to some of our leaders yesterday about that. It's insane to me. Why would you want to come work with me and not be in Bible study with me? Why do you want to come work with me and don't want to pray with me? I don't understand. It don't make sense to me. Because the key to accomplishment is highly committed to each other and committed to the task. That's how you do it. That's what made Microsoft, at one point, the most important corporation in the world. There is about 25 of those, really 18 of them. When Microsoft went public, it was 19 billionaires all at one time. That was the original team. Same way with Apple. Same way with one or the other week that went public. Facebook, whatever it was. It was about 40 billionaires at one time. Know why? They were highly committed to transferring information. You get that? And we walk around with a church is acting upon who said what somebody else said about somebody else said, and the church is half mad all the time. And they're more concerned about what somebody else said than what the vision is we're here to do. My life is, I try to be that way. No bragging at all, because I have to struggle to be that way. When I walked in this room, my task was to communicate to y'all. First thing I did, I went around the room and try to get to know it better. Until I leave this room, my focus is on you. That's what I'm here for. You need to focus on the things you're focusing on when you're focused on them, and that time is all you have. You are doing it then. You can say, this is your block of time. My job is to, if I'm going to be the teacher, the leader here, my job is to focus on you. The outcome then is your growth, and I heard about that 5 years later. Or I hear about that, I go to a conference and meet this young doctor, and he would say that when you came to visit my mother and them when I was 10 years old, you encouraged me to be a doctor, and now I'm a doctor. Oh man, I feel so wonderful. All I did was guided him into what I was hearing him say, or guiding him into what his father's doing, or guiding that girl into becoming a nurse, even a doctor, because her mother was a nurse and a doctor. You get the idea? You get the idea? Get that idea? And so that's the leader. The quality test of a leader is other leaders they develop. Any other evaluation has no meaning. And that's why, Dad, I don't want people to come and work with me and stay with me for 2 or 3 years and then go out and be fools in terms of leadership. Because a leader's job is to develop quality leaders. To fill the gap to lead. Okay, I'm going to go right on. We said now it needs to be church-centered. That's what I'm on right now, church-centered. And that's why, again, I would want those people to be in the church. So they can be effective, so they can love each other more and more dear. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me to have a leadership team that is committed to what the leadership team is committed to. Outside of that, to me, is clumsy inefficiency. Is a held together of some kind of an organization for who? For the egotisticness of the people who is running it? Are you running this organization so that Jesus can be made known? Are you running this organization in order to raise up leaders? Are you running this organization so these children can learn how to read or write? You know, what do you like? And this summer, we started off with, had a great summer program. But it started off with the kids, and the first week was these fools talking about each other. I said, what makes rich one have sold